Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Powering right past the defender. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Here's the second down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The shotgun running play call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Can he make it to the marker? Defense stops him right at the line there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. With the return, it's White. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. First down here for this offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
This is a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. A handoff to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Ball handed off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of it.
looking downfield. It's Simpson on the run here. Lets it go. And the ball is hauled in. They're able to get him down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And he will make the first down. Tackle at the 26.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback's got it on the option. Fights through the tackler. Breaks loose at the 40. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The shotgun handoff here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
A gain sets up a third down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Tuggle. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. No huddle here for the offense. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. And now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
The Dogs looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And he knocks it right through. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Simpson. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. A new set of downs after that completion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down coming up after that running play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Moves the ball to the 35 and another 1st down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
6th play of the drive coming up. On the run, it's Haynes. Running with purpose. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Alabama.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Just 12 seconds remaining in the first half as they line up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Breaks loose at the 40. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Movement here from the tight end. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Been great entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? On the run, it's Haynes.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Hale. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They're going to run it here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. In the red area, it's Hemby. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, tied. And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Just gets it away, taking a shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. The Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here.
Defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield for 41. The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. And now the running back's got it again. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Fighting him off. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Offense operating from the pistol. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Alabama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver makes the grab, and the gain just good enough for a 1st down. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
He's looking deep here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And moves the ball to the 35. Another 1st down. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. Georgia has moved into the red zone. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. Brought down for the push and moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Dogs line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And that run produces a decent gain. 2nd down and goal. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That ball snagged for a completion. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He's going to hand this off. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. A big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the 1st down. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. They'll run the option. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. He's swarmed by the defense.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. The distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They'll try a pass here. Grab down the middle. It's Robinson. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Tight end makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but he brings up a 4th down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And he drops back in the gun. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Nice grab. It's Davis. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. Second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Snags the quick throw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Hale. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.